My next guest is a self-taught dancer who began his career dancing as a way to relieve anxiety and stress, building a resume for over a decade now with legends such as Wyclef Jean, Brown and Adam Levine. He's also expanding his career to include much more than dance performances. I'm pleased to welcome Rian 2.0 to STL Live. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here. And I mean, the hard part whenever I talk to dancers is I just want to see you dance. But I know we can't on the set, you know. But I think you've got a really interesting story. Why don't you start things off with just telling us a bit about your background?
So my actual background is, believe it or not, if you've ever seen any video footage or if you do later, I was born with 2 left feet. I literally had no knack for dance. I had no inspiration for it. It literally happened when I was 17. I was watching America's Best Dance Crew. There was a crew on there called Jabberwockies. These guys did this performance. Yeah, they wore the white mask, and it was just amazing because I never saw anyone's body move that way. I didn't know that human beings could be so free in their body. And these guys were just doing things, manipulating the way that we saw them, you know, and it was no effects. It was literally live. And I told my mom, I said, this is what I'm gonna do. And my mom was like, you know nothing about dance. My dad was like, you have 2 left feet, dude. You're not the guy for that. And I told him, I said, one day, you know, I'm gonna learn. And I started watching YouTube videos, started building up a style. About a year or 2 years after that, I ended up in New York, and then just the rest was history from there.
I mean, yeah, you're doing like commercials.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
I mean, did you really have 2 left feet?
I swear to you, like legit, I swear to you.
You just did not dance at all.
No, I literally was the guy, like at the school dances, I was holding the wall. My friends would push me out, and I was like, oh, not me, you know, like if girls would try to dance with me at high school dances or even going out to. Okay, so I used to sneak into clubs, you know, 16 years old, sneaking into the clubs.
We won't hold you to that, now that you're a parent, too.
Yes, right? And, you know, I literally just, I was so awkward. I didn't have confidence. And honestly, that's where it really comes from, confidence. There's stuff I do today that I've always done, but the difference now is confidence.
Yeah, well, I want to take, we have some photos of you, and again, it's not doing you justice for the same as actually seeing you perform live or seeing video of it, but take a look at your photos. How do you describe your style? I know that I always am wary of asking artists and performing artists that, but it helps sometimes for people listening, like how they might define it.
Honestly, for me, my style is a mix of everything. I take what I like, and I always try to show people through creative expression who I am as a person. I feel like if you're looking at me, you can tell who I am, what I'm about, the things that interest me, just surely on my face or surely on my style. You know, even what I'm wearing today, you know, this is just a vest that I got. I put on this heart patch, you know, my heart is definitely on my sleeve. I show it, so yeah, that's definitely how I describe my style. Very edgy, very urban, yet very modern and classical at the same time.
You have like an interesting message. I know when you go on your website, there is this kind of like mission statement, if you will, which is sort of like about it's not just, hey, about performing. What is that?
So it's turning emotion into motion. And really what that is about, dance was a voice for me. I was not the cool guy in school. I was not the guy that people were like, oh man, you know, he's that guy. I didn't know who I was. I was bouncing from group to group, really struggling to find myself. And when I made this life change to become 2.0, it literally was like either it's going to be a lifestyle and it's going to be an escape from the problems that I was facing at that time or even currently. And it really, like I said, gave me a voice. And so that's what turning emotion into motion is. It's really the passion that drives everything I'm doing, you know, really having a clear subconscious mind, getting to understand why I do the things I do, why I make the decisions I make, why I make the choices I make, and really trying to feed my overall artistic lifestyle.
Yeah, no, I think there is, I say it time and time again on the show when we interview artists, that there's such power in art, in performing arts, in movement and so much, and it's really harnessing that, and it's really great to hear how that's changed your life. I want to get into details about some classes that you're coming up, how people can actually meet you and see you and take your classes. So we're going to get into those details. Right now, though, we're going to throw up a graphic on the screen, which is basically how you can reach out to 2.0. He's got October performances. He's touring South Carolina, as you're seeing. He's even got something coming up in Wisconsin. We're going to get into all the details of that. But for now, you can head to team2.0.com. Co.
Yep.
Correct? Yeah, and that's where people can get full details on how you can reach out to him, whether you want to take a class here in St. Louis or attend one of his master classes. But don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to have more with 2.0 right after this. Stay with us.